Hi guys, just Adam, and today we will be going over Hearts beating Celtic at Parkhead. Obviously, I would say nobody expected this, but we did, because Hearts have been playing amazing this season. Mind you, they've had a dip in form, and obviously it's not looked good on the grand scheme of things, guys, but it's getting better. It's getting things can only get better, as Tony Blair used to say. I'm only kidding. But the way Hearts played today is very inspiring, and I'll be talking about it in this video. So if you enjoy this kind of content, remember to subscribe. And obviously we can't forget it's Will Fernandez's first game, so you need to subscribe, you need to like and leave a comment, put in post notifications. So obviously today, guys, if you've not saw the result, Hearts won 2-1 against Celtic today, with Claudio Braga scoring the goal and for Hearts, and then Hearts scored from a corner, very good header, and Kieran Tierney got a late one, probably wasn't deserved, but overall performance from Hearts was what we've seen from them before and what we expect to see in a title challenge. Obviously in the last couple of weeks Hearts have dropped many points, mind you, only losing one game, but from a possible 12 points they have only got 3, so that's no good look at all. So they drew 1 each to Dundee United, not an each to Motherwell, 1 each with Kelly, and lost 1-0 to Aberdeen. Can they be getting beat off of sheep troops? They're just running out, bastering a bit. But anywho, we'll move on to today. Celtic were, on the other hand, were in a good run of form, but that was under manager Martin O'Neill. Martin O'Neill, obviously Celtic legend, and well, I'm going to be doing a video on this summarising his time at Celtic, what I think went well, what I think didn't go well, but you'll hear about that in the future. But I had a new manager. I done a video on him actually, Wilfred Nancy, and well, let's just say it was not a good start for the man. It was not a good start for the man. Celtic looked different, a lot different. They looked like they had no intent going forward. Maeda wasn't getting his usual service. He wasn't hitting shots right either. He missed an absolute sitter. But that first 20 minutes for Hearts was a bit shaky. They were probably not in the game per se. As the game went on, they were getting better, and then good counter-attacking play. They take their time. That's one thing. Obviously, Sky Sports don't really show games outside Celtic and Rangers, which is annoying. But the way Hearts played in that sense was very good. They picked up the ball, they were taking their time, and then it was, I think it was Shanklin got the ball out wide, hit it in the box, and Kirkcaldy headed it to number 18. He fucked up his shot completely, but fell to Claudio Braga and he fought, and then he just slotted it in. And then with Ian Crocker and Chris Sutton and all that, oh, it's offside, but it wasn't offside. You could see Arne Engels was keeping them on by quite a bit, and Braga just slots it away, and then, as Ian Crocker says, that Claudio Braga song will be going everywhere in the Gorgie pubs tonight, before an early morning for work for a lot of people. But the way the Hearts displayed in that first half is absolutely amazing, and it gives them a momentum going to the second half, where every time you pan to the Celtic manager, he was on his wee tactics board, and I'll put the picture on my screen just now, because as a Scottish football fan, it's just a football fan, it is hilarious. Even though it's his thing, it will be on with the Celtic fans that he was using the example of the Celtic team being in blue. I don't think that will go down too well. he was kept shouting over Cam McGregor. He's like, you're the blue, go centrally. Which was working when they went centrally, but Hearts was just putting the balls away like constantly. I can tell you that. They're very good at doing that. Defensively, we're on point today actually, and Celtic just couldn't break them through. And then the goal was like against the run of play, like, cause Celtic obviously they're going to dominate at Parkhead, but corner probably is debatable that it actually should have been a corner because Shanklin was offside, but gets a corner, bang, bottom corner, 2-0 up, and it could have been much more. I'm not even joking with that. Could have been a lot more. Hearts were making substitutions because they were getting tired. You could tell because they were making ridiculous tackles, but Cammy Devlin was running the show. He was winning the ball, picking it up, hitting it at the Shanklin so he could hold it up. The way Hearts play, and it's becoming more evident, is they've been told to take their time. They've been told to, you wait for that man to be ready before, don't rush it, because when you rush it you give the ball, if you rush at Celtic Park, give the ball away, counter attack, Maida scores, you know what I mean? So there's no point in doing that, but there is a point of thinking smart and then doing what you want to do. Celtic were hitting balls into the box. Kieran Tierney was probably the bright spark in Celtic, but Liam Scales kept hitting the ball at the park. Tenetti wasn't doing very well either. That was a weird start. Yang, I don't see what Celtic fans see in Yang. I don't see what Celtic see in Yang. Should have let him left in my opinion. But they kept hitting in the box. You're going to score. Hearts players were scrambling a minute before, but Kieran Tierney hits a ball in the box. I think it's Engels. It heads it down. Coley makes an amazing save, and then Yang hits it off the bar. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go and watch the highlights. But should have scored. And then a couple of minutes later, Kieran Tierney just blasts it, and goes in, and it's a minute to go, and they added on an extra minute onto that. But Celtic should have been nowhere near Hearts today, and I think that shows how far ahead they are. Whether Wilfred Nancy can actually pick up, because his tactics are very different to Martin O'Neill and Brendan Rodgers, so it will take a lot of time to implement it, but it should gradually implement it. I think you can be tactical, but I think you need to have a community feel in it. Clubs like Ange did at Celtic and Spurs, he's built that community kind of feeling, like a family group. Wilfred Nancy has to find his way in doing that, or it won't work up here. I didn't like what he said in his interview. He's like, I don't care about wins and loses, I care about the performance. That sounds like a certain man called Russell Martin. So for a Celtic's sake, yeah, you need to watch that guy. But as I said in my video about him, if you've not seen it already, he's a manager who's done very well to get where he is. It will take time. But it's just a coincidence that it's happened midway through a season. So you have to be patient. That's all I'm saying. But I think Hearts can take a lot of positives for this, and I hopefully for the sake of Scottish football they can push on and build that momentum, because beating Celtic home and away is not easy. Beating Rangers next week, if they beat them home and away, well done, absolutely well done. But they can't be dropping. They need to go to Tawdry and win after the split probably. But anyway, that's talking away in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I mean, just debriefing. But basically my summary is, hopefully this can make Hearts go on that run. I'm not a Hearts fan, but just for the perspective of, we need somebody new winning the league. Also, hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe down below, leave a like and put post notifications, and I'll see you after. Goodbye.